Rock stars, Eric Andreas, your guitar sage here, and today I'm going to be showing you all about the harmonic minor scale and how to use it, okay? So now, if you know the minor scale, then good news for you, a harmonic minor is just one note away from the regular minor scale. So if we take the regular minor scale, in this case here, what I was just playing was E minor, or an E minor chord progression, if you will. I was playing an E minor, an A minor, and a B7, which is essentially a major chord with a seventh in there, a flat seventh in there. And that doesn't normally occur in the key of E minor. What it does is it brings in this ability to use the harmonic minor scale. Now, if we look at the regular minor scale, starting on an E here, if we were to analyze this according to the major scale, which you should know already, right? If you just take any note and go whole step, half step, whole, half, then that's the major scale. You can do this obviously off of any note. The minor scale has the flat 3, flat 6, and flat 7. So if we take the major scale and we play it with a flat 3, flat 6, flat 7, then we get this. Okay. The harmonic minor scale is when we raise that 7. So if we were comparing the major to the minor scale, then we just flatten the 3 and the 6, and we're leaving the 7 where it's at. So in that case, it would sound like this. Okay, so the major scale has that raised 7th scale degree, or I should just say it's the naturally occurring 7th scale degree, and the harmonic minor also shares that same note, okay? Now, when you have just a chord progression playing, say like an E minor chord and an A minor chord, you could still use harmonic minor. Okay, you could do that. And essentially, again, what we're doing is we're just taking that 7th scale degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're raising it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the only thing we're doing. So anytime you experience that note, you would raise it if you wanted it to sound like harmonic minor. When would you want that? Well, when you want that color, when you want that taste in your ears, if you will. People say, Eric, how do I know when to use that? Well, you use it when you want to use it. This is art we're talking about, right? So you do it when it sounds good. There's not a rule per se. However, there are some times where it's going to work better than others. So the chord progression that I was playing earlier had that E minor, that A minor, and it had a B7. And a B7 is a B major chord with that flat 7 in there, and that chord doesn't naturally occur in the key of E minor. So, with that being said, the bringing in of that chord makes that harmonic minor sound really good. So, for instance, if we're playing in the key of E minor, and we go to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if we go to the B, or the 5, and we make that a 7 chord or just a major chord, then that harmonic minor is going to sound really nice over that. Now, this chord progression that I was playing there earlier has the E minor in it, has an A minor in it, and then it has the B7. And so what I like to do is I like to use regular minor or minor pentatonic, minor blues, over the other chords, but then when that 7th chord comes along, right, then that's when I would use it. When we're thinking about this as a dominant chord, what we call a dominant chord, and it leads back to the 1. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, playing it like that really invokes that raised 7th scale degree sound, okay? Now, if some of this is going over your head, just hang in there a minute, okay? I'm going to get this into you somehow. Now, with that being said, you might be missing some essentials. Make sure you take advantage of the free course that I'm giving you. The very first link below, YourGuitarSage.com/30. Take advantage of that because you got to know some of these basics here first, okay? So click on that link. You can get into that course for free. Over 500,000 people have done it. Otherwise, if you're watching this on mobile and you need to get into that course, text me. Text 833-744-0154. Text me free, FREE, and I'll set you up with my course. I promise you, you're gonna really appreciate it, and it's gonna help a lot. So if this is going over your head, check that out, okay? Otherwise, you're hanging with me here, okay? So we have an E minor, we got an A minor, we got that B7, which doesn't naturally occur. So what I like to do is I like to play the regular minor chord, but when that B7 chord happens, that's when I play the note, the raised 7, out of the harmonic minor scale, and then voila, it sounds great. So watch this. I'm going to use the regular minor scale. I'm just not playing anything real fancy, just playing basic notes over it. And you'll hear how everything sounds great, but when that dominant chord comes along, that B7, then I'm going to want to play the notes out of harmonic minor, which really there's only one note that's different, the raised 7. So check this out. I'm going to be playing regular minor. I'll alert you when I'm playing the harmonic minor. Here we go. All minor. Here's harmonic minor. And again. So that one note there, otherwise it would be flat. Here we go, watch. There it is. And again. Otherwise, it's down here. There it is. Same thing with blues. Here it is again. Regular chords here, I can play minor all day long. But so essentially what I'm doing is I'm just playing minor for all these chords, but when that one chord comes up, I want to kind of tip my hat to it saying, hey, I recognize that you have a note in there that doesn't belong to the natural chord progression, the natural diatonic way that we do things in music. And so because of that, you want to, tip your hat to that specific chord and say, hey, I know what new note you're bringing in there, and I'm going to play it. And that's going to make it sound really good. Now, I could also use harmonic minor over the whole thing. But to me, what it does is it takes away from the sweetness of that note when you use it. Kind of like if you, when a new guitar player finds out about a new effect and they just overdo it, right? Or over spicing a dish, if you have you're cooking. So, for instance, if I do it all the time, then when it goes to that chord, it's not going to be anything special. So I can come out of the gate right away with some harmonic minor. So again, I'm using it all the time there so that when that chord does come along, this is just personal preference. It's not to say you can't do that, but in my opinion, if you want it to be tasty, you put the little bit of spice there right in the right place, and then voila, you're good to go. Okay, so to recap, take a regular minor scale, and if you want to know what I'm doing here as far as the actual scale, and this obviously you can do this for any key. Here's E. That's on the 5th string, and I'm playing fingers, or let's say frets. Let's say 7, 9, and 10, and then on the next string down, 7, 9, and 10. And then on the next string down, we have 8 and 9. 8 and 9. Normally, it would be 7 and 9 for minor. But for harmonic minor, we're going to take that 7, raise it to the 8. And that is your harmonic minor scale. My friends, if you liked this video, please go ahead and hit thumbs up right now. Also, hit subscribe, notification bell, all videos when that comes up. Leave your comments below. Please let me know what you think of this. Friends, I'm here to help you. I want to teach you how to play guitar, and I promise you, you can do anything on this instrument. There is no guitar player in the history of ever that you cannot be better at if you do the practice, if you do the work. Of course, it's not going to be delivered to you on a silver platter. You have to work as hard, if not harder, than those other guitar players. You got to dig in, but it's not work, it's fun. That's why we call it playing guitar. I'm here to help you. Got the free course for you, and I don't know, over 1,300 videos here on YouTube. Please let me help you. So, you know what to do. As always, be kind to all beings, do the right things always. Practice your guitar. I'll see you in the next video. That sounded like that broke a lens. All right, then we'll go into it, right? What do we name this one, Mike? Oh, shoot, I got to do that over again. What did we name it? Do you remember? I'd gone it, it up. Harmonic, what was it? We have problems, we pivot. We ain't scared.